Brits overwhelmingly back a 2-drink limit at UK airports to stop drunken passengers disrupting flights, supporting a policy change which has been championed by the Irish low-cost airline, Ryanair. But why is this happening? According to a survey of more than 2,500 British residents by Yasper Communications agency, around 60% either agreed or strongly agreed with the idea, and only 10.8% of Brits disagreed strongly with the introduction of a limit. The findings come amid mounting pressure from Ryanair, Europe's largest airline, for a change to the rules following a string of incidents on its flights. Just 2 weeks ago, one of its flights to Rhodes was plunged into chaos when a passenger had to be strapped into his seat following the confiscation of 2 bottles of booze. Ryanair's chief executive, Michael O'Leary, said last year he'd seen a spike in violent disorder among passengers over the summer, with destinations like Ibiza the worst impacted. In fact, industry data actually shows incidents in the UK tripled between 2019 and 2022 to over 1,000 per year, alongside a worldwide increase of more than half between 2021 and 2022. Flight diversions and other emergencies can lead to higher costs for airlines and, at their most extreme, present a danger to life. But selling drinks at the departure gate and on board is a big source of revenue for airlines and firms like Wetherspoons, whose chief executive Tim Martin has come out strongly against any suggestion of a limit. Ryanair told us last week it was not surprised that passengers in the UK supported its calls, which would help reduce disruptive passenger behaviour and ensure a more comfortable travel experience for both passengers and crew. Julian Pearce, managing director at Yasper, argues it's time for change. He wrote in an op-ed shared with City AM, saying that a drinking culture that may have existed 10 or 20 years ago is now not a reflection of modern society. He also said that recent figures have estimated around 20% of British adults don't drink alcohol at all, whether that be for health, lifestyle or religious reasons. This group of consumers deserves attention, he said. Pearce also believes that in such a safety-critical industry, consideration of a more collegiate approach to alcohol sales will need support from industry, government, airlines and airports. He concludes in his op-ed, "It cannot be right that thousands of flights are disrupted worldwide every year due to the poor behaviour of a minority, which is why it's so important that sector leaders should work together on enhanced safeguards that will protect the travelling public, yet not inhibit the huge majority of law-abiding citizens." Whatever side you take, a decision over the policy is made more pressing given the surge in travel demand across Europe through the post-pandemic years, and the government's move to prioritise aviation in its bid to turn around the UK economy. Passenger numbers are soaring, airports are expanding, but could that lead to more drunken disruption down the line? For everything you need to know about the survey, head to cityam.com.